All right. Hey, everybody, welcome back. HSC Podcast 119. Big Box Steve on the mic at the Big Smooth, sporting the Raiders gear. Week 1 NFL on the way. Starting big on a Thursday night game. We're going to get some Week 1 predictions tonight, talk some college football, and then HSC Podcast fantasy football draft was this weekend. So we'll keep an eye on that over the year and then see how we do. Still gotta get the championship ring out to Big Mike. Uh, we have it in stock, just waiting for him to collect. All right, so start off today with some college football. So week 2 college football. Week 1 was minus the couple games I think they had before. This was kind of the first big week because they had technically week 1 was the 24th of August. There was 4 games.
It was week 0, technically.
Week 0, right? and and Florida State lost both weeks.
Yeah.
So I mean, what do you think about that? I mean, DJU is getting a ton of criticism right now.
I don't know if it's all warranted. Come on. I mean, the problem is he's not a superstar quarterback, but you got to actually do stuff around him. The defense sucks.
Yeah, they're not playing well at all.
I mean, he did okay at Oregon State.
Yeah, it makes you wonder though. I mean, Oregon State had a good team last year. Maybe they could have been better.
Yeah.
So, I mean, looking at him this year, and he definitely played better last year than he did this year. But if you watch some of his throws, like he's missing some easy throws, like throws he should be
Right.
making.
I mean, no, come on. He threw the ball 42 times against Boston College.
Yeah. Well, they only scored 13 points.
Well, and that's the thing is they only ran the ball 8 times. How are you going to help your quarterback out when you know that they're like, okay, he's passing again?
Right. Boston College, though, I don't know. They're not that good. They had their quarterback had 106 yards passing.
73 yards rushing, though.
Yeah, they had 263 rushing for the game, which isn't horrible. It's not crazy good though.
It was ball possession. They had time of possession on it that I'm pretty sure that gives me that stat.
Yeah, they definitely dominated this game. When you look at the game itself, statistically, Florida State, they didn't run the ball at all.
Right.
And that's a problem. Like from your top running back, she only had 6 rushes.
Yeah. Yeah. BC basically doubled the time of possession. They had it for
Yeah.
39 minutes. Florida State had for almost 21.
Well, they had 52 team rushing attempts
Yeah.
to Florida State's 16, and 8 of those were DJU getting sacked or
Yeah.
running around.
Scrambling.
Right. So that's yeah. So they definitely threw the ball probably a little too much. But I guess if your defense isn't really playing, what are you going to do? They did have a couple sacks. I mean, 3 sacks.
But their run defense, I mean, because you saw it also in the Georgia
Oh
Tech.
yeah, Georgia Tech ran all over them. Well, what's that mean for Florida State? Like, I mean, that's kind of like season over, right?
Yeah. They're donezo. Because, I mean, they still have, there's, unless, I don't know, you never know with the ACC, but that's 2 conference games.
Right. When they still got to play Clemson and Miami, and then they've got Notre Dame out of conference as well.
Right. But when you lose two conference games, that's really because when you get like two losses or three, the only way you're going to do it is if you win the division and win the
Win
conference.
the conference, right? Right. But Georgia Tech and Boston College aren't winning the conference. So
Right.
if you beat Miami and you beat Clemson and they come up with two losses, you could steal a tiebreaker there.
You know,
But I mean, it really feels like if you lose those two games, now you got to win out, against multiple top 25 teams. Who knows what Notre Dame's going to be like at the end of the year, but they're a top 10. Miami looked pretty good.
yeah.
So I don't know that they could beat Miami anyway. I mean, that's tough. That's a tough start. You're not even playing good teams.
Right.
So that's pretty rough for them.
But if you look, I mean, really it is. Miami's the only good because Clemson isn't Dabo doesn't do anything with transfer portal and it shows.
Yeah, I mean, but they were playing Georgia.
Yeah, but when has Clemson actually been Clemson though? How many years has it been?
Yeah, I mean, they haven't been as good as they've been historically, especially when they had, Trevor Lawrence and, Deshaun Watson, good quarterbacks. And
Did you see the thing? It was biggest drop off like a quarterback ever. You've seen ever Jordan Travis to DJU since Trevor Lawrence to DJU.
DJ, right? That's pretty funny. That's what I'm saying. He's getting it like both barrels right now. It's pretty
Yeah.
rough. And that does, I mean, he's just a college kid still. So there's a lot of confidence and things that like that hurts. It's not going to make him play any better. That's for sure.
Well, that's what I don't understand is like you're at Clemson with tons of pressure on you, right? You transfer to Oregon State, you have a good season. There's not as much pressure on you because you're over on the West Coast, Oregon
Right.
State. So what does he do? He transfers back to a huge pressure in the school and Florida State, who's like, oh, we went undefeated. If only we had our quarterback, we would have won a national championship. So it was his dumb fault for transferring to Florida State.
Right.
He should have, if he didn't want to be at Oregon State, which I understand, everyone left. He should have gone somewhere else, like Arizona or, you know what I mean? Something.
Well, Arizona's got a pretty good quarterback.
Yeah. Or
I mean, yeah, I guess you can't stay at Oregon State with given everything that
no,
happened.
he's going to go to Oregon State. I mean, but
Yeah.
he could go to who was it? He could have gone to Boise State or he could have gone to
Should have went to Michigan.
Utah. Huh?
Should have went to Michigan.
Michigan State he could have gone to.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I mean, you got to feel bad for the guy because, like I said, he's going to be catching a lot of heat now, and I don't know that I'll do any favors for him. So obviously, we just talked a little bit about Georgia Clemson. That was a big matchup as far as how they're rated because you got number one, number 14, but Clemson just outside of playing a decent first half, they got dominated.
Right.
But so that was a pretty big game. And Georgia didn't look great until the second half. But maybe that's just them getting their feet on the ground, week one, first half of week one.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough to gauge teams like week one, like we could talk Oregon, like not looking very good against Idaho, but
Yeah.
that's why a lot of teams do that. They play teams that aren't that good.
Idaho, they did some good things. They had a good defensive line, um, some pretty cool play calling in there. Kept Oregon on their toes a little bit. It really was Oregon couldn't finish their drives. They had a ton of yards,
Yeah. Gabriel
and
had
that's
380
what's
yards.
that's what makes you nervous when you see a team that moves the ball like that and doesn't score. You're looking for that leadership and who's going to step up and who's going to get the big
Right.
plays.
Oh, yeah. If you don't look at the score and you just look at the total stats,
Oh yeah, it looks like Oregon would win by 50.
yeah. I mean, 31 first downs to 10, and
Right.
yeah, 487 total yards to 217. And it's like, and you only want an 87 total plays to 47.
Yeah. And it's a 10-point game.
Yeah.
So there's a little concern there. But again, you're talking about a lot of new players working together for the first time in the for week one, and so there's some gel time. They got to gel together and get a little better. Notre Dame, Texas, that was another big game as far as rankings. You had number 7, number 20. Notre Dame, obviously won the game 23-13. That's good. That's great for Notre Dame. You
Yeah.
need to
On the
win those
road.
games. Yeah, and on the road. That's important.
Yeah.
But
Riley. Oh, is it Riley Leonard? Riley
yeah,
Leonard.
Riley Leonard, their quarterback,
Yeah.
he transferred from Duke, right?
Duke. Yeah.
I liked him at Duke. I thought he was pretty good.
Right. Yeah. Because he's more of a runner.
Hmm.
But historically, think about when Notre Dame's good, it's when they have running quarterbacks.
Right.
I, I think it's there with Notre Dame, they got to play great defense and then have a running game.
Yeah, they do have to be solid on the defensive end. That hurts them. And it's kind of weird they don't get more explosive offensive players like they used to.
Right.
But there's just so many other good programs these days where Notre Dame was really a top program for a long time.
Well, it's also because of their strictness on
Right.
academics.
Academics and really who they try to recruit too.
Yeah.
They do have a standard of that they want to come to their school. So, but that's a big win for them because you look at their schedule, I mean, Florida State was on there as a top 10, but not anymore. And they got what, two or three more top 25 teams that really aren't that great. That USC game at the end of the year will be tough.
Colin Coward says that they're going to win the national championship this year.
I mean, all they got to do is get in the playoff, and you got a chance. I don't know. I don't know that I would really, really go too heavy on that, but it's not outside of the realm of possibility when you look at I wasn't super impressed with Georgia and not just in that game, just their players. They're just not as, high end as they used to have. Ohio State, I mean, they played Akron, so we don't know.
Right.
Michigan didn't really that impress that much. Obviously, they still won, but they're playing Fresno State.
Which brings us to this week.
Yeah, yeah. So that's going to be a big game, right? Michigan, Texas.
Right.
Although I don't see Michigan being able to play with Texas.
The only thing is
Maybe
it is in
defensively.
Michigan.
Yeah, they're at home. And Texas playing Colorado State given, but they looked more they gelled a lot more, I thought, as a team than almost any other team in the top 10 that I saw.
Right.
So it's just if you just well, I guess Ole Miss, but again, you're playing Furman, so it's like, come on. But yeah, the Texas, they gelled as a team. They looked pretty good on both sides of the ball. So that'll be a tough game in Michigan. I think that's the big helpful for Michigan there.
Right. Yeah, this week is kind of just it's that game and nothing really else.
Yeah, I was looking at week two. It's pretty light as far as, big games that you want to watch. Um, I think the Iowa State game is a important game for Iowa because they're not a huge favorite.
They had 3 receiving touchdowns by wide receivers
I know.
in one game.
It's funny because everybody was like, putting them down and they put up 40, but
Yeah, the
let's
only
see.
game Iowa in because it's our neck of the woods would be Oregon, Boise State.
Yeah, that's a late game. Um, Oregon obviously still a big favorite, but Boise State's never easy.
Mm-mm. And you know what? Their running back just put up 300 yards rushing,
Right.
and it's on Peacock. It's not on network TV.
I know. I guess Tennessee, NC State. That's kind of a good game. 14 and
Yeah,
24. Tennessee, the favorite on the road by 8.5, actually. That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, NC State. I think NC State could have a better year than a lot of people are going to give them credit for. And when you look at playing in the ACC, like the ACC is not tough.
Right. I don't know. Still, Miami is really good.
Yeah, and that's the problem right now. I think watching Miami because they're only going to get better, right? Because you're talking week one, but you look at the way Cam Ward played. They played overall pretty well as a
Did we
team.
join up with this guy? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Cam Ward is who I want the Raiders to draft. I wanted him to come out last year. He didn't.
Boy, not gonna happen at all. Where's the shit for?
Yeah, and then
Oh.
Martinez running the
Yeah.
ball. So.
What do you want me to bring you?
Um, yeah, they look pretty good. Their schedule, Miami's schedule doesn't look super tough because they just got Louisville, Georgia Tech. They didn't even play Clemson. I mean, it looks like Miami probably runs that division,
Yeah. Yeah, they
especially
don't
with
have.
Florida State dropping out.
Yeah. Their only 2 ranked games are Louisville and Georgia Tech.
Right. And Georgia
I
Tech
mean,
just got ranked
yeah,
because
and
they beat
Louisville's
Florida
20, so
State.
22nd and 23rd ranked teams. That's all they got left.
Yeah. Yeah. So they should probably run that division pretty well. All right. So there we go. We got Fresh West joining. We're talking college football. We're talking week two games. You got to unmute though, Wes. Wes, you got to unmute. There you go.
School of Champions. You there?
Yeah.
Jefferson
So
High School Team of Champions. I heard Derek talking about Miami.
yeah, so we were just talking about
Did. I hate to say it, they're back, dude.
Yeah, for 1 year. Because once
I
the
like your
transfer.
hat, Derek. Where did you get your hat?
This was a um wedding gift.
that signed.
Yeah, TJ Carey.
Mm.
So not really anybody good, but
nice.
All right. Texas, Michigan, Wes, this weekend.
Oh, jeez.
That's at Michigan. What do you think?
I have to take Michigan. They're at home. I'm not a Quinn Ewers fan at all, man. Like they better start playing Arch. After this game, they might think about it. I think Michigan beats them.
Well, Texas 7.5-point favorite. So if you're going that way, you might be betting on that.
I don't care, dude. Like I'll take Michigan there, even though that the way that Texas is built, like, you know, they should beat Michigan because Michigan lost almost everybody.
Yeah, Michigan got hit hard.
Yeah. But, you know, it's a toss-up.
I mean, Texas, they got to win this game, though, because they got Georgia, they got Oklahoma.
They think they're just going to roll into the SEC and like, oh, yeah, we're going to dominate. Like, no, you're not. It's the SEC, dude.
Yeah, that'd be tough. But outside of that, like I said, the Iowa State-Iowa game, you got the NC State-Tennessee game, but really, there's really not a lot of big games.
Well, Oregon, Boise State.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about that one. Oregon's still a huge favorite at home.
No, I think Oregon's gonna show up and beat Boise State because everyone's talking so much crap about them. You know?
Yeah.
It's like they're gonna show up.
Here you go. Colorado at Nebraska.
Oh, dude.
That used to be the game.
Dude.
That used to be the Thanksgiving week game.
I'm rolling with Nebraska, dude.
Well, it's in Nebraska,
man.
I mean,
I have to roll with Nebraska, dude. They're gonna win that game, dude. If they don't win, they get conned, dude.
Boy, Colorado's got a tough schedule.
Yeah. Colorado's Colorado, dude.
They play Kansas State, Arizona, Utah, Kansas, and Oklahoma State, all ranked.
It's not even fair.
Well, they went to the Big 12. That's all Big 12 teams.
Boy,
it's not fair.
Well, two of those came from the Pac-12 as well, though. Arizona, Utah. That's tough. But that should be a good game, though.
Oh, what time do you know the time on it? Is it 9:00 in the morning?
No, it looks like it was afternoon.
The later game.
Let's see. It's actually 4:30. It's on NBC and Peacock.
Nice.
It's
a Big 10 game.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Big 12.
Oh,
I might be watching that one.
Shador's got to step up, man.
Oh, wait a minute. We'll be at the birthday party. Dang it.
I could be on TV.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put it on TV.
Out in the barbecue pit?
Yeah. Get a TV and just go. I'll take the little 26-incher out there and like hang it up. So yeah, that's the college football wrap there. I don't think there's anything more to talk about as far as college football goes. As we get more weeks in, more things develop. I think there's a few better weeks coming up as far as games, be more exciting. So yeah, we'll keep getting into college football. It is, but for the time being, it's NFL time. So here we go, jumping into the NFL week 1 coming up, and man, is there anything better than week 1 NFL? It's just such an exciting time because you got 17 more weeks coming of football.
18, right?
Yeah, 18, right? plus the bye week. So 18 more weeks. Well, as far as moves or injuries and just things happening coming up to week 1 here, there's really not a ton to talk about.
No.
Jamar Chase, I guess, would be the biggest one, right? Coming back,
Dude, that's
practicing.
crap, dude. How's he not signed?
He should be signed, but I mean, I guess they
Really?
talked to him enough to convince him to come back and practice and play.
Well, here's what I've found and researched. It's because the Browns don't have any money.
The Bengals, you mean?
Yeah, the Bengals. That's what I mean. The Browns, the owners of the Bengals. Because it was kind of like what happened with Mark Davis before he moved to Vegas, right?
Right.
They were always at the bottom of the money. Now, like Mark Davis is like 6th. They have no cash. And when you sign free agent or sign extensions and it's your bonus money, right?
Right.
That has to go into an escrow account and you have to pay it all at a lump sum. So, like Joe Burrow, they had to put like $100 million in an escrow account for him.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
So when they signed him,
escrow,
they had to do that. And so that's where they're saying they don't have the cash to do it for Chase also.
That's wild.
Yeah, so they're gonna get creative with his contract.
Right.
Yeah.
Or they're saying, hey, look, because he technically has this year plus the extension year, and they're just promising him, you're like, hey, get us to the playoffs. That'll get us a bunch of money.
Right.
And that'll all be yours. And then if you don't get to the playoffs, then you just say, hey, you didn't make it, so we can't pay you.
Right.
But I mean, either way, we'll see. I mean, he practiced today, and I think he's going to be
Did he
full
practice in full
practice.
pad, or is he just walking around? Hey, he's gonna play. It's just stupid. We get signed.
He was limited in
How
practice.
can you not sign Jamar Chase? That's dumb.
Yeah, it's tough, man. But if they don't have any money, that's even worse.
Yeah. The only one I need to know about is what's going on with is CeeDee Lamb going to play or not?
Well, that's the big question, and nobody's talking about it. I don't think you'll know about CeeDee Lamb probably till Friday.
Brady's calling the game. He's like, the Cowboys is the dumbest franchise in the history of fucking franchises. I guarantee you that Brady's like, dude, you guys all suck, dude. Like, yeah. Well, I'll just give you my picks on that game. I'm taking the Browns. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it away too. I'm taking the Browns. You guys already know, but
Well, I'm taking the Browns too. So
yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen anything about CeeDee Lamb because it sounds like it's going to be a last minute decision. It sounds like he may not play week 1.
Why? He got paid. So he can't now, all of a sudden he can't play now?
Well, the difference is like Ayuk and Chase did hold ins. So they were there at practice. They could go in the weight room. They were doing stuff. CeeDee Lamb wasn't there at all.
Yeah. I'd imagine he'll play though. I mean, that's kind of tough to not play in week 1.
Yeah.
So that's kind of wild. So it looks like Herbert's going to play 100%.
Wow.
So there's not really any other big, I don't see anything else that really kind of affects games. coming up here. So, although this doesn't affect the game, but did you see that? See, I was reading about this on the headlines. Bo Nix is a captain as a rookie.
Yeah, I think don't all Caleb Williams is a captain too.
Cares.
No, Bo Nix is the
Why do
first
you-
rookie captain since 1967.
Well,
No, I'm pretty sure Caleb Williams is a captain too.
you know why?
Sure, it's
because
for the-
fucking Bo
just
Nix
the
is like
Broncos?
Liberty. Of course, he's the captain. Like,
Well, this is what Jeff Legwold, ESPN senior writer, says.
well, I picked the spread on the Seahawks game was like 4.5. I was like, I'll take the Broncos on that.
Yeah. Rookie Caleb
Maybe
Williams
they'll
named
measure
as
it.
captain for the Chicago Bears. So
Maybe Nix was named captain first.
Yeah, I don't know.
no, this was 2 days ago, was Caleb. This
Oh, he
one-
says. Oh, I see. He says first
Yeah.
Broncos rookie
Yeah,
team
that's what I thought.
captain.
Yeah. Because most quarterbacks, I'm pretty sure, I mean, I'm gonna probably guess Jaden Daniels a captain too.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe
Yeah, I
he-
don't know about making rookies captains. That's kind of crazy.
No, I guess Jaden Daniels wasn't
It's
a
a
captain.
little odd. Like, I don't understand why you would make him a captain.
Well, Bo Nix
If
is
you're
like 100.
desperate, I get it, but you're already putting enough pressure on Bo Nix. If anyone thinks that Bo Nix is to walk into places and start balling, like, make other people captains.
Well, he's been babysitting Dan Lanning's kids.
It's a wrap, man.
He's well worthy of captain.
Well, isn't he like, how old is he? He's like old.
Yeah, he's getting up there, but he's not super old. I think he's like 23.
Dude,
He's 24. He'll be 25 in February. So
That's
Well,
not,
he's a good
that's not
babysitter.
crazy. I mean, he's probably a good babysitter. He's been around for a while. All right. Well, there's not much happening in there. So let's get into our picks. So this is HSC Podcast Week 1 predictions. Following up on last year, last couple years, we've had pretty good records. So see if we can keep that going. Little disappointed in last year, so we need a little more solid performance from us here.
Even though we're better than all the professionals, right?
Yeah, and that's okay. I mean, because we
It's
know that
disappointing though.
they're not good. So we're
Like
just
they're
gonna
making millions of dollars. And it's like, let me look at my account right now. Oh wait, I'm not making anything. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just where you at, who you know, right?
Yeah.
we got to just start coming up with crazy stuff to say, right?
Dude, the rare hat is getting you got to start there, Derek. I like the hat. It's good.
Are we going jerseys on Sunday?
Did. Oh, we are. We're
Oh,
rolling
man.
in the jerseys, Dave.
See if I have one.
I got
Fits.
my Stabler jersey. Feel like who's number 12? Oh, wait a minute. What's that? It's Aiden O'Connell, right? Number 12. Are you kidding me? How did you not retire Stabler's jersey? Why is Aiden O'Connell wearing number
look,
12?
I saw a bear wearing Charles Tillman jersey, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's not right, dude.
No, it's not at all.
Well, wasn't Rich Gannon 12 also?
Yeah, he was.
Care, dude.
Okay, so Week 1 HSC Podcast, NFL predictions. We're starting with Thursday night game, Baltimore at Kansas City. And I'll lead off here. I'm taking Kansas City at home. I think this is one of those where you talk about the could go either way games. Kansas City's, a favorite by 3. I think they'll win by 3. Both teams are going to get in their legs week 1. I think the advantage goes to Kansas City playing at home. So taking KC.
Deja vu, just like last year. I'm taking the Ravens to go into Kansas City to beat the Chiefs, just like I picked the Lions last year to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Because what happened last year? The Chiefs won the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
What happened to the Ravens? They lost to the Chiefs because they ran the ball 6 freaking times. So what did they do? What is the best possible thing you can do?
You get Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
And then you don't run the ball again.
I think this is the coming out for the Ravens to just run it down the throats of the Chiefs. The Chiefs know they'll be there. They're going to make it to the playoffs. They always start off slow. I don't see them coming with as much urgency as the Ravens do. So I got the Ravens winning by 3.
I mean, it's an important game for the Ravens, that's for sure. All right, Wes, what do you got?
No, I'm rolled the Ravens too. Like, it's just because of Lamar Jackson. Like, all this hate, like all this crap. During the regular season, Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in the NFL. Just when he gets to the playoffs. So, first game of the season, it's like the farthest point away from the playoffs. Lamar Jackson's going to play it well enough for them to win. No, taking the Ravens.
It's the furthest point from the playoffs. Sounds like Madden over here.
If he score, look, if you're going to score more
points. Wait until you hear Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Wait, dude.
The team that scores the most points wins the game, generally. No, that's all right. So we got a swing game 1. That's crazy.
I know this is off the top here, but I got to send you this video. It's John Madden and Summerall. They were Cortez Kennedy and Rick Meyer were eating hot dogs on the sidelines.
I've seen that. The hot dog commentary, it's hilarious.
He's got the telestrator out. He's like, where are they? Oh, there's more hot dogs hidden in there.
Where are they getting these hot dogs from? Oh, they're hidden in the helmet. That's good stuff. All right. So swing game, first game. Next game. So they got a Friday game, which is cool.
No, it's not cool. It's in fucking Brazil, dude. Like, really? Like, so I can't watch the game. I have to upgrade my membership on Peacock to watch the game.
Yeah.
F them.
Well, I'll be watching.
Why are they playing in Brazil, by the way?
It's there. This is the new NFL, dude. That's just the way it's gonna go. So, but I have Peacock, so I'm gonna watch it. But it should be a good game. I mean, the travel games like this are always a little weird, but you got Green Bay. I mean, at Philadelphia, it's not at Philadelphia because it's in Brazil. So it's really just Green Bay and Philadelphia. What do you got, Derek?
The media darlings this year are the Packers. It's all about the Packers. It's like, oh, Jordan Love's going to take the next step. Not so fast, my friend. The Eagles are stacked.
Yeah, they are.
And, they underachieved last year. So I think this is the year they put it together again. And I got the Eagles beating the Packers. I don't think Jordan Love is as good as everyone's making him out to be. He had a really good run at the end of the year, but you know what? That's what tape's for.
Yeah. What's
Yeah, I'm
by
taking the
how
Eagles by
much?
6.
By 6. So they're going to cover.
Yeah.
What do you got, Wes?
Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles too. I don't really want to talk about the Eagles or their team. So Eagles are good.
Yeah, I mean, I can't pick Green Bay. I don't want to ever pick them, but I sometimes have to. I legitimately think, even with my dislike, disdain, hatred for Green Bay, I will. I
What?
will say the Eagles do have a better team, better defense. I think. I think it's adding Johan Dotson. It was really going to help them. Might not help them early in the season, but it will help them throughout the season. And so I think the Eagles definitely got better. So I got Philadelphia by 8. And then we get into Sunday. Good old Sunday games starting in the morning. Wes, lead us off. Pittsburgh at Atlanta. Atlanta is a 3.5 favorite.
Yeah. Sadly, I'm gonna have to take Atlanta because Pittsburgh's dysfunctional. Taking the Falcons, man, because Bijan is on my team. Bijan better do something.
You can't bet with your fantasy teams.
All right, dude, taking Atlanta.
It
I'm
never
definitely
never
not gonna
works
bet
out.
on Russell Wilson.
Yeah. They have to figure something out at quarterback.
Russell Wilson throws a nice 4-yard pass. Got it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Pittsburgh, they have good defense. They've got solid talent on offense. They just did not look good in the preseason, in their camp. They just didn't look good at all. So given that I think Pittsburgh will come around, but this game, I think Atlanta at home is going to be a little bit more hyped. Although I do only have Atlanta by 3, so depending on how you're betting, you might be careful there.
You don't even want to pick Atlanta because you don't trust them.
I don't trust
Nobody
Atlanta.
does.
But I
Like,
also don't trust
well, at
Pittsburgh
least
right
Kirk
now.
Cousins their quarterback,
Yeah.
so we should feel safer now, right?
Well, they got
Because he's so great.
they got Penix, dude.
Dude, stop.
If they got to put in Penix, they'll do it.
Dude. Yeah, in week 5.
All right, Derek, what do you got?
Well, I'm going to be taking the Steelers here
Uh-oh.
because the Steelers, made the playoffs last year or real close, right?
Yeah.
With Kenny Pickett. Russell Wilson is not as bad as everyone is making him out to be. Yes, his contract was horrendous, but he had a pretty good season last year with Denver.
Oh, you're going to pick the Steelers, dude.
And thing I know is Pittsburgh's defense is stout, and they're right up there in the top 3 defenses in the NFL right now. And Kirk Cousins is going into a new system, new players around him, so he's not really that comfortable. And so I'm going to take the team with the better defense, and I'm taking the Steelers.
Whoa.
Got another swing game.
No real.
Boy, this could get there could be some lead changes real early here in the season. All right, Arizona at Buffalo. This is me. I'm gonna wager this is a swing game as well. Because even though it's at Buffalo, I'm taking Arizona.
Whoa! Stop. No, dude. Come on, dude.
Buffalo just hasn't put it together yet.
You're taking. Oh, wow.
Their defense
dude.
isn't great. They need some more time to re-gel on offense. Yes, you have Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Right?
Pretty good.
But Arizona's got some weapons too. I think
Wow.
James Conner has a big game. I don't think Buffalo can stop him.
Steve's got inside information. He's not telling us.
So if you got James Conner on your fantasy
Oh,
football team, you're going to be happy this week.
Dude. You know what? Now that I think about it for like the last 20 seconds, it's not a bad pick.
20 seconds. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Like I said, it's just my feeling that
Not a bad
Buffalo
pick, man.
hasn't put it together yet. So I'm
Because
going to take
let me
Arizona.
just throw it to that dude, that our number one draft pick. Let's just throw it to him.
He's pretty good too.
But you can't stop him. So stop him.
It really comes down to, Kyler Murray just can't make mistakes. He has to move the chains. He has to, get out of the pocket on 3rd and short and get first downs with his legs. And then James Conner has to get 25 rushes. I think he'll go for 120.
Let me just throw this Marvin Harrison Jr. guy in. Oh, dude, just
He's pretty good too, but I think, like I said, it comes down to James Conner.
All right, Derek.
I've got the Cards also.
Oh God. I thought for sure that was a swing game.
Well, first off, I have Connor on my dynasty team along with Kyler Murray. And you know how much I like Kyler Murray for fantasy this year.
Right.
But you know what it is? It's the defense. Because last year when we started watching, we were like, oh God, Gannon is such a tool. As the coach, he's like this guy, and we're like, ugh. But he actually got them playing hard.
Yeah.
And now you got Kyler Murray back. You've got Marvin Harrison Jr. You got Trey McBride, tight end, and you got Connor. Do I think the Cardinals will make the playoffs? No, because we talked about that last week. But I think they'll make some noise. And so I do got the Cardinals, even though it's not if it was in Arizona, I definitely would be on board. But being in Buffalo is kind of a tough one for me. But I still got the Cards winning.
Arizona goes into Buffalo. What do you think, Wes?
No, I'm taking the Bills, dude.
Wes is like, no.
Noise, dude.
So we do have a swing game.
Yeah. If Marvin Harrison has like 300 yards receiving, yes.
Yeah.
But they're going to roll up on him, dude. They're going to take him.
Yeah, Buffalo, it's tough. So, they're at home.
Yeah. I'll just put it this way, Wes. Their starting free safety for Buffalo is DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what it is, dude.
He's back.
It is true. Do you see that on the news? Like, come on, dude.
I'll tell you, I watched a little bit of him camp and watch him play a little bit. He doesn't look 100%.
Well,
I don't think you can ever be.
Right.
Yeah,
it's a tough one. All right, so Wes is going Bills. Let's see. Oh, here you go. Tennessee at Chicago. What do you got, Derek?
The Bears. I'm going to take Mayo Man over the Bears. Come on. I will tell you this right now. The Bears have to come through here.
Yeah.
With all the hype they have, if they go out and lose at home to Tennessee, that will be embarrassing.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Like, Tennessee's not good.
We're going to have to have Holly come and pick Steve up if the Bears lose to Tennessee.
Yeah, it'll be bad, but yeah. They if they lose this game, which it's still the Bears, so what do you got, Wes?
Yeah, I'm taking the Bears too. That's all I gotta say, dude. You better win that game.
I got them handily in this game.
Yeah.
And because if they don't win handily, I'm a little disappointed because Tennessee's not good. The Bears have looked pretty sharp. They're really gelling on offense. Their defense has been great. And you're going against Tennessee.
I mean, Tennessee does have Hopkins and Ridley, though.
Yeah, with Will Levis throwing the ball.
Yeah. He's got a strong arm.
He's got a good arm talent. Um,
That's a great commercial. I don't even know what that commercial is, by the way. Like, that's wild. Like, what is he doing?
Mayonnaise.
making money, dude. That's what he's doing.
Man of money.
He
It's
broke Wes's rule number 1 for quarterbacks, though.
right.
Yeah. You perform and then you can make commercial.
I mean, yeah, you got Burks and Boyd and Hopkins and Ridley. So I mean,
Really?
their receivers aren't terrible. They're not good on defense, though.
Yeah.
So I'll be real disappointed. So we'll see what happens. So, well, got the Bears. Nice. All right, let's see. New England at Cincinnati. Wes, what do you got?
I have Cincinnati because New England's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much more you could say about that. And if New England goes into Cincinnati week 1 and beats them,
Well, that's not,
that's a problem for Cincinnati.
I'm wrong. I mean, that would be me being wrong. But, I guess if Joe Burrow didn't try to look like Eminem, I would have more confidence. But he has to be such a poser. Like, do you think Tom Brady would do that shit? No. But
You know,
also,
they've already changed his skin, like his hair and stuff, and Madden
bitch.
to make
Did
it.
they?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Complete bitch. You know.
So, yeah, I got Cincinnati here by 7, which is actually not even covering. Because Cincinnati historically doesn't play great week 1, but they got to beat New England. Right?
Well,
I mean,
yeah. They have to beat New England because New England has nothing to do. Like, they don't have offense. Like, you got to beat New England. If you can't beat New England, you got a problem.
yeah, New England's poised for that number 1 overall. So I got Cincy. What do you got, Derek?
Yeah, this is like I do a survivor pool in my other league, and I am taking the Bengals off the board here with the first game because I think this is a lock that they beat the Patriots.
Yeah. Which means we all are going to lose since we all are like, this is a lock game.
No, it's a lot game. We're all going to win.
Okay. All right. Okay. Houston at Indianapolis. I think this was a real tough game to pick. Because it's in Indianapolis, which is good for Indianapolis. They have a lot of weapons on both sides. Both teams have a lot of weapons. I think Houston's defense is a little bit better. So I'm gonna have to, even though they're on the road, I'm gonna have to go with Houston.
Wes is hoping that this doesn't end in a tie.
Yeah. That's who was playing, right? Houston and Indianapolis.
Yeah.
This one actually I thought about, and I'm like, okay, this would be perfect for the Texans to lose because all the hype.
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson's back, and he's kind of an enigma. He's hard to guard, but I don't have the guts to say that the Colts will. So I'm taking the Texans.
It's tough. I think that Indianapolis could win this game, especially at home.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, I obviously took the Texans. What do you got, Wes?
The Texans, if you look at their starting defense, it's probably one of the best in the NFL. They got so much young talent. They only have one dude that's a 10-year veteran at the safety position. But you know what? I'm going with the Colts, man. Going with the
Going with
Colts.
the Colts, huh?
Anthony Richard is gonna come out and he'd be like, dude, Domino. MF. Can't swear, but I swear to God. Taking Colts.
All right. So we got another swing game here.
This is the most we've ever had, I think. This is
Well, after only like 7 games or 8 games, like we're got a lot of swing games here. So we're gonna. Well, I guess we're back and forth though. It's not. It's some are more than others, so it could still equal out in the end. Let's see. Jacksonville at Miami.
Whoa.
Derek, that's you.
That's a tough one.
I gotta go with the Dolphins in this. I just think they know everything last year was, oh, you can't beat a team that with a winning record. But think about it. Tyreek Hill was going to break the receiving record last year until he got hurt. They got Mostert, HN, and now Wright. They still got Hill and Waddle.
Yeah.
Tua got his money. He's so happy and confident now because his coach doesn't bully him. So yeah, I'm taking the Dolphins here.
Two guys, man.
What do you got, Wes?
Well, at least two guys' money. I can sleep better at night now. It's two guys back, right? Yeah, I'm taking the Dolphins too. Because I think, they're just gonna expose Jacksonville. I think they're gonna run the ball in Jacksonville.
This could be a pretty close game.
It could be a good game.
Yeah, you look at the spread. I mean, it's only 3.5. Miami's at home, so they're getting that home team spread.
I mean, but it is only like 3 hours away.
Right. It's not real far for Jacksonville, is it?
No.
But
you know what? Lawrence and Tua, they both have something to prove.
Yeah.
Because everybody in America is like, why are they getting this much money? They really haven't done anything. Sorry. But I think Tua, it's all comes down to coaching. I think, they're going to open up the offense.
Yeah.
You're going to see some weird shit. And the Dolphins won.
I think that's the thing is Miami, it's early in the season, and that they're going to have a lot of wrinkles in their offense and things that people are going to not see coming. So I got to go with Miami as well. I think they cover as well. I got Miami by 5. Let's see here. Carolina at New Orleans. What do you got, Wes?
Really? I'll take New Orleans. That's all I gotta say about it.
Yeah, I mean, at home, New Orleans at home against Carolina. They're still only a 4-point favorite.
We'll find out if Derek Carr has nuts or testicles. If you lose to fucking Carolina, yeah, you might as well chop them off.
It's not good to lose game 1 at home if you're New Orleans here, if you're playing Carolina.
No.
I know the spread's only 4, but I think New Orleans will come out and play well.
They better cover.
Yeah, I think New Orleans wins. I think this is the biggest spread of the game of the week. I think New Orleans wins by 14.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm taking the Saints too. Well, the Panthers still have so many holes.
Yeah, it's a big problem for them.
Yeah, so I'm taking the Saints. I don't think it will be that. I think it'll probably be like 8.
Well, there's always a blowout somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's see. Minnesota at the Giants.
Boo.
That's me. I got the Giants are at home, so this is for me. I don't either team. Both suck. Um, so I think New York, the Giants have a more established quarterback, even though I'm not the biggest Jones fan. Like you're in Minnesota, you don't have anything right now. You got Sam Darnold. So I got to go with the Giants.
Danny Dimes.
Oh.
I mean, I think, yeah, the Giants win. Think about this. 2 years ago, they were in the playoffs with not a very good team. Last year, Jones was hurt most of the season, right? I mean, and he had no offensive line. They gotten better. They got more weapons, so I'm taking the Giants. They got Malik Neighbors, Wes. They
Yeah.
have
It was on my fucking team.
Yeah, neighbors.
Better ball. Yeah,
What do
I'm
you
taking
got?
the Giants too because he better ball, dude.
Yeah, I need him. I got him on my team too. So
Yeah, dude. He's gonna ball. Like, if I'm Daniel Jones and Daniel Jones has some problems, like he's not very good. But if you're not very good, like, hey, I don't know if the ball. Oh, let me throw it to that neighbor's guy who's like Jamar Chase, right? Here's the ball. Let's tip it. Giants.
Giants. All right. Let's see. Here's a big one for you guys.
No, jeez. Don't even say it.
Raiders at the Chargers.
Oh, shit. Let Derek go first.
That is Derek.
I'm wearing the hat. They won by 50 something last time. I know Herbert wasn't playing, and now we got Harbaugh there.
Oh, jeez, I'm gonna grow up.
But Herbert's not 100%. He's not going to be able, Herbert's not going to be able to scramble around. And can you name their wide receivers, Wes?
You're right. Cannot.
So
So
you're going with Palmer and Lad McConkey and Quentin Johnston, right? I don't think so. I got to take the Raiders here. Plus, it's a away game with this 62% of the stadium is going to be Raider fans.
all right, dude. You convinced me. Yeah, why would you pick the Chargers here? Yeah, it's like, yeah, the Chargers aren't ready. Like, I'll take the Raiders too. Yeah, why not?
You
Yeah, they're
both
not
got the
healthy.
Raiders, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to argue that one, even though the Chargers are at home. It's not that far for Vegas to travel. The Chargers are still gelling as a team. I think the Raiders gelled at the end of last year and they're carrying over. So I'm going to stay with the Raiders as well.
And that's what you missed was they've already said that the stands is going to be at least 62% Raiders.
Yeah. Well, it's because nobody's a Chargers fan yet.
Yeah. Definitely not in LA.
They got to come back from the last, 5 years of just them hating them. All right. Let's see what we got. Denver at Seattle. That's you, Wes.
boo, boo for both teams, dude. They both suck. I'm gonna take the Broncos. Bo Nix, man.
There you go.
Anybody named Bo is cool.
Team captain, Bo Nix.
Even though he played for Oregon, like he's cool. I think they win that game because I think Seattle's dysfunctional. I still think Geno Smith is really not that good.
No, he's not good.
So taking the Broncos.
Unfortunately, Geno Smith has good talent around him. So it makes him look better than he is. And it's in Seattle, and it's hard to win in Seattle.
That's true.
Just ask Bo Nix.
Just asked Nix last year.
Geez.
That's
Derek
brutal.
had to bring that up.
That's brutal.
Of course, Derek has to bring that up.
Oh man, that's rough. But because it's in Seattle and Denver isn't that good, Bo Nix, I think, will have a good rookie year. I do think he'll have a good year. Denver's defense is not great. They have a couple good players. So going into Seattle, you got to stop their run game, which is, a big key. And I don't know that Denver can do that. So I'm going to go with the Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm taking the Seahawks too. And it doesn't matter. It's really more about Bo Nix. And it's not because I think he's going to be bad or anything. It's just that you're expecting a rookie quarterback to go into Seattle in his first game with that environment and win.
That's tough.
So yeah, that's what I got Seattle for that.
Man, if West wins some of these games, we're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dallas at Cleveland. I think we all already said we got Cleveland. I don't know that I trust Dallas right now. And looking at, Cleveland at home, they should be able to run the ball, control the ball, defense should play well.
Oh, we're talking about the Cowboys, huh?
Cowboys and Cleveland. We all said earlier we got Cleveland. Now you guys can change if you want. I'm taking Cleveland here.
Yeah.
I think it's a close game though. I think it's going to be an ugly game for Cleveland, but they'll still win.
Yeah.
What do you got, Derek?
Yeah, just Cleveland.
Cleveland. Staying with Cleveland. Wes, you staying with Cleveland?
I'm gonna channel Tom Brady right now. What would Tom Brady do? I'm taking Cleveland.
I think Tom would take Cleveland.
They're gonna blow them out.
In a blowout, huh?
Yeah.
All right, last 3 games here. We got Washington at Tampa Bay. Derek, what do you got?
Kind of. I know this might probably be a swing, but I'm taking the Bucks just because Jaden Daniels is rookie going on the road, his first game. Do I think the Buccaneers are really that good? No, but I'm just history states you don't really go in your first road game and win. So they still have Mike Evans and Godwin and Commanders. What do they have on their defense? They traded it all away.
Yeah, they're going to struggle this year on defense.
So I got the Bucks here by 6.
What do you got, Wes?
Taking the Commodores, man.
Commodores.
Dude. Jaden Daniels, man. He's Willie Steven Beeman, dude. It's happening, dude. I don't care how bad their defense is. Like, he's got weapons. Like, and all this Baker made. Well, Baker got paid. Congratulations, I'm taking the Commanders. I don't care.
Yeah. He's got some decent weapons.
I'm going to take the Commanders.
He's got good weapons. Defense, there's a few good players left. I mean, they're not all gone, but it's a little rough. This game could go either way. Here's the thing. This game, Washington could win by 30. Tampa Bay could win by 30. They could tie. Like, this game is like the most unpredictable game of the week.
Tie.
This is the most unpredictable game of the week. And I had the hardest time picking this one, but I ended up with Washington. I'm taking the Commanders.
Whoa.
By 1.
Whoa, dude.
Commanders are going to win by 1.
Wow.
Sunday night game, as of now, is the Rams at Detroit. Let's see. Wes, you're up.
Oh, I'm taking Detroit. Just because they're Detroit,
Yeah.
They should have won that game. No.
At home, you would
Yeah.
think, Detroit coming off. I mean, but they did beat them in the playoffs, so the Rams may be looking for a little bit of vindication, but they still aren't going to win. I don't trust the Rams yet. I mean, I think the Rams will have a decent season if they stay healthy. But Detroit right now for me is one of the better teams in the NFC, so I got to take the at home week 1. Got to take Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit added 1, 2, 3, 4 corners in the offseason.
Ugh.
So yeah, I'm taking
Really?
Detroit here.
I know that.
Yeah, they're looking for some help.
Well, yeah, they traded for Carlton Davis. They signed Robertson from the Raiders, and then they drafted Terrion Arnold and Enos Rackstraw Jr. So they're all in on getting that DB help. So
Yeah, and that's Campbell's goal. So have a great defense.
right. So I think no Darnold or no Donald, no Aaron Donald.
Yeah, no Aaron Donald.
That's wild, dude.
It's a long.
He can still play.
He could have still played, but
Dude, he can still play.
Sadly for me, because I got Gibbs. I think no, I don't know
We'll
if I
strap up for the Raiders.
Gibbs is not going to have a good game. It's going to be Montgomery.
Yeah. Well, hopefully Puka Nacua has a good game. All right, Monday Night Football. Here it is. To be Wes's favorite of all time.
Yes.
We got the Jets at the 49ers. I guess I'll lead off here, and I know you guys probably swing on this one, but I'm going with the Jets.
Yeah. It's not a bad pick, actually.
Defense comes to play. Aaron Rodgers doesn't make a lot of mistakes. They run the ball well. And Jets win.
Come on.
I started this off with saying that the Ravens are going to beat the Chiefs because of deja vu with how the Lions beat the Chiefs. Well, guess what? I got the Jets beating the Niners.
Uh-oh.
Because I don't think they're making the playoffs, but the Niners are like, oh yeah, we got everyone back, but the Jets are more focused now, and they got a really good defense. Trent Williams isn't really going to be ready to play. He probably didn't really work out that much. So for this week, I'm going to say the Jets pull it off and beat the Niners.
No.
Oh, interesting. All right. I thought that might have been a swing game, but it's not.
It's going to be a swing game because I'm picking the Niners. I am picking the Niners. It's like, even though the Niners are probably not ready to play football because of all the IE crap, dude, they'll be ready enough. Yeah. Earlier in the week, I was like, okay, the Niners are going to beat them by 30. But I've softened my position. They'll probably win by like 5 points. No, Niners by 5.
All right. Well, I mean, Wes, you're poised.
Aaron looks so weird in Jets helmet. He looks weird.
He does look a little weird.
Dude. Don't tell me he's not a weird dude. It's not going to work out. It's just not. Unless he comes out and balls. If he comes out like old Aaron Rodgers, oh yeah. But
San Francisco's still good. I mean, that's a tough game either way.
Good enough to beat the Niners?
Yeah. It's hard to beat the 49ers either way. The 49ers, they don't have the toughest schedule in the world because of their division. You get, well, I guess, the Cardinals are playing better, but Seahawks and Cardinals and Rams So they may take this game a little lighter than they should. But we'll see what happens. Man, Wes, like you could have like a 5 or 6 game lead here on week one.
West is going all out on week one, man.
This is supposed to be week 18, 17.
I could be licking my wounds before I have to go to my niece's.
Yeah, you might have to come back.
4 o'clock.
You'd be in a hole to start for week one. But or Derek and I, we could be, and we have a couple swing games in there, but so there's week one in the books. There's our picks for week one. But let's wrap up here with a little fantasy football. HSC podcast draft was this weekend. How you guys feeling about your teams?
Feeling good.
Yeah.
My only issue is what running backs to start because I have so many of them now. Between Mozart, Zamir White, Aaron Jones, Josh Jacobs, and Derrick Henry.
Wow.
No.
A lot of running backs.
But that's the problem with running backs now. It's like, okay, which running back is going to catch a touchdown? And that's the new NFL. Yeah.
Yeah,
whoever can catch. That's why I still like shit. I didn't like Swift, but he has so many weapons besides him.
Yeah, Swift's a tough one because there are so many.
Like, oh, dude, Jahmyr Gibbs is gonna catch touchdowns. He's gonna run touchdowns. Like,
well, that's why I drafted ETN because I hope he is going to be the primary. He's going to run the ball and catch the ball.
who drafted Tyreek Hill?
I got him.
Yeah, that's why. Because he's just gonna catch touchdowns.
Well, I need Chase and Burrow to pick it up because I have Burrow and Chase.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I was in a bad position. I probably should have taken Justin Jefferson, but it's like Darnold was throwing him the ball.
Right.
Dude, you could throw him the ball and he'll still catch it.
Well, that's what I kind of love is like everyone's like, Devontae Adams is not going to be very good because of who's throwing in the ball. But take Justin Jefferson in the top 5.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd much rather have Adams than Jefferson. But ranking wise, which is interesting, power rankings. So I was last, Derek. You're second to last.
Right.
You guys will probably win, dude. That doesn't mean anything.
No, well, it's week one anyway. This is pre-game rankings, but Wes, you're at 6.
Doesn't matter because I accidentally picked the wrong dudes in my position.
So think about the games and think about fantasy guys. Any breakout fantasy players this week? Who's going to be the big winner on fantasy? What players?
Yeah, I don't know.
I could see ETN having a big game playing Miami. I could see Chris Olave having a big game playing Carolina.
Dude, nobody knows, man.
Derrick Henry having a big game against Kansas City.
Yeah, that's what you're hoping for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a lot that I would say stick out.
No, let's look at the other teams here.
No. Mike Evans, he could have a big game against Washington.
Right.
That's Wes's team.
Yeah, maybe Jaden Daniels. That's the game Wes is all about. He's got 3
Oh,
players.
yeah. He's got Evans, White, and Daniels, dude. That's crazy.
He's got McLaurin on the bench. He needs to put him in too.
Yeah, right, dude. Put McLaurin in and all four of them going. I mean, Justin Jefferson could have a big game against the Giants. I think Jalen Hurts is posed to have a big game against the Packers.
Yeah. My homer pick, I think Devontae Adams is going to have a big game against the Chargers.
Yeah, I could see
After
that.
they basically called the PR of the Chargers called Devontae Adams trash.
Right.
And so
yeah, I can see that.
If you hear him talk, he's not one that like he takes stuff personally.
Yeah, and he comes to play when he needs to, when he really is not happy. Yeah, those are the big ones, that I think will have big games. But that's about it. I was really disappointed, that how low my team was ranked. But looking at some of these other teams, there's some good teams that people drafted out there.
Mm-hmm. Some of these, I mean, because they were on auto, but like some of them have 3 or 4 quarterbacks already.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, they'll change that. Hopefully. All right, looking at these teams though, who do you think's gonna win?
Not me.
Wes is like, not me.
Well, Wes, you missed it. We said you need to put McLaurin in. So you
I
can
will. I'll put him in. Trust me. Dude.
double Tampa, double Washington.
Yeah, you'll have 4 guys from the Tampa Washington game playing.
Yes.
And then watch, it'll be like a 7-6 game. I don't know. I think Tom ordering the Cortland, he's got a good team.
Oh shoot! I do.
So that'll be tough.
My team's in. Oh crap!
Holly's dad is a good team too.
He better. He won the rib challenge, dude. So wild, man. I will never forget that night in my life.
Yeah, that was fun.
It got worse after I left. I
Dude, you should have left. You missed all the best parts.
Well, I could tell Steve was getting a little bit like angry at some.
I already told Steve what happened. He had the best rib. My fault.
Way to suck up, Wes.
You guys are tied for first.
Hey, if for me, I'm thinking if Holly knew your ribs and her dad's ribs, and you guys got higher scores because of that.
That's right.
I only lost by 1.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. It was rigged. That's okay. It was still fun. And it was good eating, so that's all that matters. All right. Well, any final thoughts here? Wrap up for week 1 NFL.
Dude, I should just take the 5th on the whole NFL season because I don't even know. Like, I'm in a Super Bowl and they're like, hey, dude, you're the smartest dude about football. I go, no, I'm not. Yes, I am. Because if they did what I told them to do, then yes, I can predict what they do. But they don't. Well, it's almost like everyone wants Kansas City to 3-peat.
Yeah, that's
so disappointing.
That better not happen.
No, honestly, I saw something. Taylor Swift is writing plays for the Chiefs. Are you effing kidding me?
Did you see? This is hilarious. Though someone's
I don't know.
Yeah, well, Patrick Mahomes said that she's so into the stuff. She was giving me plays.
Oh, so he wasn't serious.
I hope they win 6 games miss the playoffs because that's so idiotic, dude.
Well, there's a hoax going around that someone's like, I found this stuff, and it was a contract between Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, where it was a contract for them to pretend to be together, and that they were gonna break up on September 28th.
Yeah, it's their official breakup date. I told you they're breaking up soon. I already told you that.
If that happens, the Chiefs are going to go downhill.
Whoa. That's not cool at all.
But you can't believe anything anymore.
No.
We're living in the Matrix. It's all AI.
It doesn't really matter. She lives life here. He lives life here. They are not well matched at all. Am I wrong?
I don't know. How much did he get there for that
Yeah,
podcast?
he
what
just
I'm
signed
saying is,
yeah, I mean,
we
she's
know
still a
about
lot
him,
richer.
dude.
But he's just signed the $100 million deal.
You're well suited for East Portland, but you're not well suited for her.
For Taylor Swift.
Well, Wes, think about this. Giselle and Tom Brady.
No, dude. It's a bad comparison, dude.
How?
Tom could date anybody on this planet if you wanted to.
Now he could.
Jason Kelce can't.
Kelsey.
Justin, all of them, they cannot.
Are you sure about that?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm positive about
Kelsey's not. Well, I guess I shouldn't be judging guys, but he's not a good-looking dude.
No.
His brother was up for.
And Tom can talk.
Dude,
Tom
have you
can
watched
talk
the
his way
Kelce
out of
podcast,
any
though? I'm thinking the
situation.
Kelce's can talk, too.
No, they're funny.
I like Tom Brady.
Their podcast is funny.
It's funny. But also, Pat McAfee has an $84 million contract with ESPN that will tell you about the society.
Oh, man. Did you see Pat McAfee on College Game Day?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, really?
Saban wasn't having any of it.
No, Saban was not happy about it.
Saban's. But when they were in Dublin, it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like, that was their best. That was McAfee's best show in Dublin.
Oh, that's the one I'm talking about.
I guess. And they had the kicker, like the soccer players come up.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, who's a better kicker, me or you? Like, NFL players or soccer players? That was funny. Because they were wasted the whole time.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. But I'm not a huge Pat McAfee fan. Like, I mean, I don't dislike him, but I could go one either way. Like,
I love it when you have Belichick on a show. Belichick talks for like an hour, and all you do is listen to him.
Yeah.
Like, dude, this dude's smart.
Yeah, he talked a lot, actually. I didn't know Belichick.
You got to hand it to McAfee, though. He gets Belichick on his show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
he lets Belichick talk.
That's why he gets that much money. He's like, it's not about me. I'll just get Bill Belichick. I'll get Saban on my show every day. It's like, you're going to watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good episode, actually. All right, well, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thanks for listening. Any comments are appreciated, and we'll see how week 1 wraps up and how we start the season, trying to stay over that 60-70% mark year over year. See if we can beat that. But I know I just got to tell, I'm excited. Can't wait. Week 1. And then, Bears will probably lose, and then I'll be mad, and then the season we'll be like 3-4 games in, and I'll be like, well, this season's over.
I've heard it.
That's an Eberflus.
But yeah, excited for week 1. So thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next time.